Though August felt somewhat quiet, September is finally here, bringing a surprisingly extensive lineup of new releases. Between the expansions, sports titles, early access releases, and exclusives, there's a lot to look forward to regardless of your platform. Check out 15 big new titles launching in September of 2024. The casting of Frank Stone. By now, we should all be acquainted with Supermassive Games' brand of narrative adventure, choice and consequence, and character-driven horror. The casting of Frank Stone has all of that, but spices things up further by tying up with Behavior Interactive's Dead by Daylight. Skill checks collide with potential life-ending choices, and somewhere, some way, the entity is seemingly involved. It's out on September 3rd for Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC.
Everything's still so fuzzy about what happened, but there's one thing that always just stuck in my mind.
NBA 2K25. Visual Concepts' NBA 2K series is back for another round, as it usually is by this time of year. Launching September 6th for Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, PS5, PC, and Nintendo Switch, it adds 9,000 new animations, rhythm shooting, signature shots, and even Learn 2K, a mode for learning everything there is to know about NBA 2K25. Best of all, this marks the first time the PC version has parity with the current gen releases, though crossplay is a no-go. Towerborne Early Access. Stoic Studios' long-awaited Towerborne, which combines side-scrolling beat-em-up combat with live service machinations, enters early access for PC on September 10th. While that means Xbox Series X and S players will miss out, combat has looked compelling, with each of the 4 classes looking unique. Early access also offers a storyline, hundreds of discovery missions, 13 venture missions, which feature multiple bosses, aspects, and 4 danger levels for about 30 to 60 hours of gameplay. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. After years and years, Nintendo finally delivered a new title in the Legend of Zelda series not focused on Link. Well, not in the way that we're used to. With a strange corruption taking over Hyrule and Link out of commission, it's Zelda's turn to protect the kingdom. Featuring a top-down perspective, the art style from Link's Awakening's remake, and the ability to duplicate almost everything, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom looks like a delightful action-adventure. It's out on September 26th for the Nintendo Switch. Throne and Liberty. From its initial announcement as a new Lineage title to launching for PC last year in South Korea, NCSoft's Throne and Liberty will be available for Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC in North America, Japan, and Europe on September 17th. Featuring crossplay support, the free-to-play MMO promises massive fantasy medieval skirmishes, an extensive world with day and night cycles, multiple weapon types, and even shape-shifting. New MMOs aren't necessarily a dime a dozen, perhaps this will be worth the wait. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. Despite the name, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster is closer to a remake, with revamped visuals courtesy of the RE engine, a new modern control scheme, full voice acting, and the same zombie slaying that defined the original. There are also a ton of quality of life improvements, including an option to fast travel through time, new photography features, autosaves, and more. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster launches on September 19th for the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Frostpunk 2. 11-bit Studios' Frostpunk 2 is launching on September 20th for PC after facing a delay, and its expandable scale, factions, and systems of proposing laws and dealing with the consequences looks as enticing as ever. Several changes and improvements have been made, from a cleaner UI to more direct use abilities and zoom stories to focus in on individual citizens. There's even modding support at launch, with the teases of T-Rexes in the Frostland. UFL. If the latest EA football title isn't doing it for you, then maybe UFL will. Developed by Strikers Inc. on Unreal Engine, the free-to-play title launches on September 12th. It features 2v2 and 3v3 matches, an extensive online experience courtesy of an online football league, and about 5,000 real-life players, including Cristiano Ronaldo. Whether it threatens EA Sports Dynasty or not, UFL could be a decent alternative. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. The racing genre has been feeling a little barren lately, which KT Racing's Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown should help to address. Offering a 1-to-1 scale of Hong Kong Island with numerous districts to explore, 2 factions to join, a revamped ranked experience, and a live service approach, there's plenty to look forward to. The question is whether it all coalesces into a fun experience, especially after all of the delays. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown arrives on September 12th for the Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PS5. Astro Bot. The beloved Astro returns in a much bigger, more fleshed out adventure on September 6th. With over 50 planets to explore, more than 15 new abilities, and over 300 bots to rescue, including cameos from Horizon, Bloodborne, and Jak and Daxter, there's a lot of content to look forward to. Whether you're in for the tight platforming and adventuring or to collect every single bot, Astro Bot looks to be a good time. EA Sports FC 25. Dread it, run from it, a new football title from EA Sports arrives all the same. This year's iteration brings several new features, like player roles, goalkeeper playstyles, and FC IQ for improved team AI. Perhaps the most intriguing new addition is Rush, a 5v5 competitive mode promising faster and more exciting matches. EA Sports FC 25 arrives on September 27th for the Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PS4, PS5, PC, and Nintendo Switch. Mortal Kombat 1 Chaos Reigns. Remember the good old days when Liu Kang didn't have to deal with a chaotic fighter who used their limbs to fight? Chaos Reigns is the post-story expansion for Mortal Kombat 1, adding a new plot with Havok as the antagonist. It also includes Combat Pack 2, with fighters like Sector, Cyrax, Noob Saibot, and the T-1000 from Terminator, and even Conan the Barbarian. Launching on September 24th, Chaos Reigns will be available for the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PC, and the Nintendo Switch. The Plucky Squire. Indie platformers come and go, but something about the Plucky Squire from all possible futures makes it stand out. Maybe it's the gorgeous art style or the seamless transitions from 2D to the 3D gameplay, with genres like role-playing games, side-scrolling shoot-'em-ups, and more thrown into one intriguing potpourri. Either way, it's out on September 17th for the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch, and PC, and we cannot wait.
But then, one day, he discovered something rather curious. A world he never knew.
Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Almost 13 years after the original's launch, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 is upon us. With massive swarms of Tyranids to assail across a 12-hour campaign, tons of weapons, and epic set pieces, the sequel promises a heaping helping of bloody action, which newcomers can jump into without any hurdles. There's also a separate operations mode with co-op support and PvP, multiple classes, and extensive customization to keep players busy. Space Marine 2 launches on September 9th for the Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC. Starfield Shattered Space. Last and hopefully not least is Shattered Space. Bad things are going down, with cosmic horrors running around and various factions in conflict. With new spacesuits, gear, and unique weapons to go with new quests and horror elements, it should be the shot in the arm that the spacefaring RPG needs when it launches on September 30th. And that'll be about it for this one. If you guys like what we're doing at GamingBolt, please consider subscribing to our channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.